Welcome back to Tasty Harvest. So today we're going to talk about what we can grow in February. So this is about growing indoors, growing your seed starts, your seedlings. So everything that we talked about in January that you could start, you could, if you didn't do that, you still have time, you could do it in February. So we could do all of those. So you're talking about onions, herbs, we're talking about leeks, we're talking about all of those stuff that you could grow. So onions, herbs, leeks, hot peppers, you could start them in February. In addition to that, we could do some celery. We could do all the herbs here. I have cumin. You could do some sage. You could plant some dill, cilantro, thyme, and you could do some chives, some leeks. You could plant also some leafy greens. So the leafy greens that you want to focus on starting indoors right now are collard greens. Collard greens are very good, and they're from the broccoli family. So you want to grow those because they taste very delicious, as well as kale. You could start them too. You need to start them if you want that kale. And kale and collard greens are similar. They're both from the broccoli family. Once you grow them, they could last in your garden for 2 to 3 years. Can you believe that? So start them now so that they mature enough, and then you plant them outdoors so that you could start harvesting as little as 30 days after you transfer them in your garden. You also want to start some lettuce. So you could start some lettuce now, and that would be for your spring garden. Or even if you start them now and they start to give you baby lettuce, guess what? You could start eating them now. So make sure whatever you're growing, you could start enjoying them. You don't have to wait to start them outdoors. You can start enjoying them indoors if they give you that maturity. If you have a good setup like I do right here, you could start harvesting some baby lettuce before you even get it outside. That could be your indoor thing. Another thing that you could plant or start indoors if it's on your planting list, is some broccoli. Again, from the broccoli family. Broccoli, everybody wants to grow that. If you love broccoli, you will want to grow that, but broccoli is very difficult. It's a skill. It's a level 4 skill. That's what I rate it. But you could always try. So start it indoors now in February, and then also the next thing, guess what it's going to be? Cauliflower. Cauliflower also is from the broccoli family, and you should start them now as well. As well as kohlrabi. If you don't know what kohlrabi is, it looked like a little alien vegetable. It comes in various shade, white and purple, and they taste just like broccoli or broccoli stem, but they're unique. So if you want to try and grow them, start them now. Another thing that you should start now, cabbage. If you want to grow your own cabbage, start it now indoors as well. So all of these that I've mentioned today, your herbs, all herbs, you could start them. If you started them from seed, start them from seed now, so that you could have your transplant to transplant them in your garden. So again, they are thyme, oregano, chives, parsley, all of the herbs that you think you may want, start them now in February in your indoor seed starting. Next, you want to focus on your leafy greens. So your kale, your collard greens, all of those you could start indoors, as well as some lettuce. And next would be all the broccoli family, the broccoli, the cauliflower, kohlrabi, and cabbage. All of these will give you a prolific garden, a food garden that you're going to love and cook from when the season comes around, when it matures. So make sure you do the work now, and then you're going to enjoy all your harvest later in the season. Thank you for being with me. I hope you learned something. If you learned something, tell me what you learned in the comments. And also, if you take our advice on growing, starting your seeds in February, make sure to tag or tell us what is working and what you're excited to plant. And I'll see you on the next one. Again, my name is Safiyat, your food garden coach, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.